I was placed in the foster care system when I was 6. My stepdad tried to take custody of me, but I don't think it fully went through. So he had custody kind of over me, or he's like my foster parent, but I was already in the agency. So they're supplying him with like money to help me take care of me. By the time I was 8 and a half, it didn't work out. From there, I just kind of started going from home to home.
I've seen a lot over these past 20 years, and what I've seen is some pretty consistency in how these kids are oftentimes forgotten about. You know, I see kids that have been removed for a variety of reasons, no fault of their own, at 2 years old, at 4 years old, and they've bounced around from foster home to foster home to foster home.
When I was 5, my dad sexually abused me, and it went on for like about a year. And then I didn't say anything until I was 16. And then once my family found out, they kind of turned their back on me because they didn't believe me.
When I became a foster child, I was 17 years old. I used to live with my parents, and they got in trouble for manufacturing drugs.
And what the data says is that 2 years after a young person ages out of foster care, 60% of those kids are homeless. 60% of those kids are incarcerated, on drugs, pregnant, mental health challenges. Any young person that is bounced around from place to place is not going to have any true sense of the challenges that are ahead of them and the ability to effectively meet those challenges. So, you know, our goal is to make sure that we stabilize, that we give kids the tools necessary for them to be successful. There's 5 areas that we focus on, we call our 5 pillars of success. One is housing. We know that if we don't provide the ability for these families and these young people to have housing, that they're not going to have the foundation to be stable.
If I didn't have housing, I probably would not be in my situation now. I'd probably be on the street, or I don't know, like living off my friend's couch.
The other part is education. If we don't ensure that they are furthering their education, that they are thinking about where they're going to be at in 5 years and 10 years as young adults, and education is that key. And education could be college, it could be trade school, it could be a certificate.
I probably wouldn't have graduated high school if I did not come here at all. I'd probably still been in trying to get my GED, or still trying to work something out. You know, I don't know where I would have been, on the street somewhere.
We believe that they must have unconditional support, someone in their life that they can call, that regardless of what past experiences or past circumstances they've been involved in, that they're going to pick up that phone and be there for them.
They were my parents. My relationship with the staff at Unity Care was one of the best that I've had. I met Rhonda when I was 17. Rhonda saw I can be successful. She's like a mom, because she's always telling me, have you done this, or what's up with you, keep me updated. And she believed in me. And you know, that's something I will never forget.
We have to make sure we're focusing on their mental health, their social, their spiritual well-being, so that they're stable and how they view themselves, their self-esteem, their ability to view themselves as assets rather than deficits, because that's what the formal system has unfortunately labeled many of these kids.
Our foster son was very challenging, and he was resistant to a lot. TBS, Therapeutic Behavioral Services, through Unity Care, came to us. They taught our foster son anger management tools and awareness of himself and his body and how he felt in the moment, and then skills to de-escalate his emotional state. They have saved our lives. They've saved the placement of our foster son in our home.
We also understand that employment is critical. If they're not employable, if they don't have the soft skills and the technical skills to obtain a career around employment, then those traumas continue.
My ultimate goal in life is to get my degree in criminal justice and pursue a career in probations. I would really like to work with juveniles that have been steered off the right path.
My goals, now that I have my degree, is I want to go back to school and get my master's. Eventually, in the long run, I want to become a foster dad because I know that there's kids that need the help.
If everyone can help out one child in foster care, and that help can be in a variety of different ways, this world will be a better place.